An update for you on that house fire on Wednesday. As we told you, city fire crews responded to a call in a single-family dwelling around 6 p.m. on Queen Street West. Upon arrival, crews determined the fire to be in the kitchen area of the residence. Fire crews were able to contain the fire. PUC was also on scene. Further investigation revealed the fire originated from a pot of oil left on the stove. Sioux Fire Services would like to remind you to never leave cooking unattended and to limit the use of cooking oils. The fire is not considered to be of a suspicious nature. There is extensive fire damage to the residence. There were no injuries to report. It's happened again. Police have given the all clear after a phoned-in bomb threat forced the evacuation of CNN's offices in New York. Police said a man with a southern accent called CNN just after 10 last night and said 5 bombs had been placed throughout the facility inside the Time Warner building at Columbus Circle. Police said the building was evacuated and building security did a preliminary search. Police units then swept the building with the NYPD bomb squad on standby. Outside the building, CNN's Brian Stelter and Don Lemon continued to broadcast. Lemon said fire alarms rang and a loudspeaker told them they needed to evacuate during his live show. In October, the building was partially evacuated after a suspicious package containing a crude pipe bomb was delivered to the company. The federal environment minister met with her Ontario counterpart in Toronto yesterday, where they discussed the province's new plan to address climate change. The progressive conservative government's plan, unveiled last week, actually replaces the cap and trade system brought in by the previous Liberal regime and does not put a price on carbon. The new plan will use taxpayer dollars to spur private investment in clean technologies and create performance standards for large emitters. Federal Environment Minister Catherine McKenna has urged Ontario to enact a carbon pricing plan, a federal requirement that Premier Doug Ford has consistently pushed back on. Ontario has launched a legal challenge of Ottawa's plan to impose a carbon tax on provinces that don't have their own carbon pricing systems. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met with Ontario Premier Doug Ford in Montreal yesterday ahead of the First Ministers' Conference today. Ford said he's eager to discuss the federal carbon tax and irregular border crossers with Trudeau.
This is an opportunity for us to talk about the issues that matter to Ontarians, to Canadians, economic growth, continuing to work hard to create good jobs for the middle class, creating opportunities for everyone. It was important that we had an opportunity to talk immediately after the GM announcement last week, because working together to stand up for workers in Ontario, protect jobs is extremely important. We're going to continue to work together on that. It's also an opportunity for us to dig into a broad range of issues that matter to Ontarians. I very much look forward to our conversations this afternoon and tomorrow.
Glad to sit down with you, Justin, and talk about things that matter to the people of Ontario. And I'll tell you what matters to the people of Ontario is the job-killing carbon tax. That's an important issue that we'll be discussing. We look forward to sitting down and talk about the pressure on what we're facing right now. As I say, we may disagree on this, the illegal border crossers that are costing our province over $200 million.
Well, Michigan is officially the first state in the Midwest to allow marijuana for more than medical purposes. Yesterday was the first day for the legal recreational partaking of pot in the state following voters' strong endorsement in the November 6th election. Michigan now is among nearly a dozen states and the District of Columbia with legalized recreational marijuana. Still, retail shops are months away and must involve state regulators. Residents aged 21 and older can possess or transport up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana and grow up to 12 plants out of public view. It can be consumed online or make that only at homes or other private property, though landlords and employers can actually prohibit that.
November 6th, we had an election where not only did we elect a new governor and attorney general, but the state of Michigan passed Proposal 1, which is the Adult Use of Marijuana Act. At midnight today, the law took effect, which allows adults 21 and over, with or without a medical marijuana card, to possess up to 2.5 ounces anywhere in the state except on school property or at a correctional institution. Michigan is the first state that is not on one of the coasts to legalize marijuana. It's the first state in the Midwest. It's a beachhead. It's brought a lot of excitement to the marijuana business community throughout the country because they're always looking for new markets to expand and to license their brands. It's been a long road. I've worked at this my entire adult life. I'm a marijuana lawyer. I'm very active in the cause. I think I'm good.